Hello everyone, this is Key of W, Islands of Insight. I think we've got all that covered. Yeah, I think this is where I left off last time. It's been a while since I recorded. So we're at the Lost Grids, might as well do them, because they load a bunch of new ones every time I restart the game. I'm here, we're going to do puzzles. And, okay. Well, whatever this brick is, with the 5 and the myopia arrows, the brick to the left and below have to both be the opposite of this one. So if this is black, these are both white, and vice versa. Actually, if this is white, they're both black, that's fine. And in fact, okay, so whatever color this one is, these two are the opposite, and that would make an area of 3. So whatever color this is, these two are also that color. And these two are the color of this brick. So whatever color this one is, this must be the same color, and so is that. This brick and this brick must be the same color. So assuming this is black. Black brick, white, black, white, white, white. So this must be a white brick. If this is black, it's the opposite color. This is black, this is white. Alrighty, black. This could be black and make a unit of 5 here, or it could be white. Another case where whatever color this is, these are the opposite. So assuming this was black, for instance. If this were black, then these two would both be white, and this must be black, and that must be black. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Black. Yeah, black, white, black, white, black. Because this must be the same color as that. Is there any universe where these are both the same color? I'm probably overthinking this. There's probably a much quicker break-in than what I'm doing. Well, these two have to be the same color. Actually, these 3 have to be the same color. So they have to be a different color from these. These are opposite. So if this were black, this would be white. And that'd be black, white, that's fine. I think I've got an issue. If this were black, this would have to be white. Couldn't be black because then this would have to be black and we'd overload. So we'd have white like this. But then we'd have this issue, right? So you think, okay, how do I make 5? The only way I could make 5, well, since this would have to be white, would be here. Actually, no, it's working out fine. This totally works out. So I don't see why this would be wrong. I guess this would be completely... No. Yeah, this would be... No, that's it. I was thinking there'd be something else to it. There wasn't. I was just spending a long time trying to work out the what if of that. Don't make squares. Connect all dark cells, 1 light symbol per area. So we know... Okay, we know we can't connect the two 22s to each other, and we know then that black cells have to be connected. And no squares. No squares, no squares. Okay, if there isn't a black cell in one of these two, we'd have a square, so this is required. This would make a square, so we have to come out here. Is that right? Yeah, let's make a square. Connect all dark cells. That means this 22 has to come out, and it can't come out that way. It has to come out this way. So... what's going on here? Because I can't connect that. This won't work. Yeah. How am I going to make 22 here? What's going on? One symbol per light area, so this cannot be white. We know that much. No squares. So I'm going to block all the squares. And of course... oh, this can be white. This one can be white. That's what I did wrong. Alright, these have to all be connected out. And this has to be out. Alright. Now, this has to be, so this has to come out. We can't bring this up, so it's going to connect here. So we have 15. This could come that way or down around. We've got to have black in here somewhere. Not totally sure where yet. Only a 3 difficulty. I'm definitely overthinking this. Well, if we assumed a white square anywhere in here, black would be all of the other ones, no matter what. We just don't know which one is the white cell. None of them could be. But I'm thinking this has to be a dark cell, because if this is a light cell, then this 22 doesn't have room. So we have to bring it here, and then the 22 is going to connect to it. So this now has to connect in through here. That's got to connect there. We can do this to make a 22. And we can block it off. 18. 21. 22. That's how you do it. Okay, cool. Definitely overthinking it. This is great to do in a very early morning, because my brain is not ready to do puzzles yet. Okay, we got the half and half galaxy. I hate those. So... okay. Dislike this a lot. Let's do something a little... Well, actually, this is a little easier, not more challenging. I've been doing 3 peppers. Here's a 2 pepper. Okay, well, we can't connect galaxies to each other. That's never going to happen. This has to move up at least once, and then we're blocked here, so we're blocked there. We have to connect here and there. I got 10, so I've got 2 more I can stick somewhere. This 8 is probably... No, if we connect here, we're doing that. So we have to block it. We have to get the 8 entirely without touching the 12. So I think that's it. How about a 4-pip puzzle? Those got to fill in. That's got to be filled in. Okay. So this can only have an area of 3 up here, which means we can't have a white cell next to any of these arrows. That has to all be dark cells, which are all going to be connected, so there has to be a dark cell here. Let's see. This already has 4, so that's the end of that. This has to be... Yep. This 3 is already complete. This has to be 4 like so. Alright, the question is, do I have white cells here or black cells? Well, this has to be a dark cell no matter what. This could be a light cell. If I did this, would I have enough space left over? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would not. So these all have to be white. Now, if I made these... yeah, I see. So we do have to have a dark cell here. Yeah, this has to be dark. This one doesn't have to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We do have to fill this square in at least. Let's see. That could be a light cell as well, or a dark cell. Could I fill these in with dark cells? Because if I did both of these as dark... If this was a dark cell, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we'd connect to the 3. So no, that must be a light cell. So we've got 7. These 2 could be filled. These 2... Yeah, we're good. The 3 could go either direction here. 11. This would be a block of 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have to go down 2 spaces here. And that is the entirety of that. Okay. Solved. How about you? Tiles remaining 17. Don't make 4 in a row. Connect all light cells. No 4 in a row means that we have to make these 5s elbows. Or something like this. But actually, we can't go in both directions here. So we could block both of these directions. Oh, it's an underclude, though. That's what it is. So it's a terrible puzzle. Well, that means we can't have the 4 be all the way this way. So we actually have to do this. Which means we have to, as well, go this way. That's possible. That's not. This is possible. Yeah, it's either that or this, which means these are both black cells, which means that's a black cell because you gotta connect all light cells. If I did this, I still got 8 tiles that are guaranteed to be filled. Like, what if I made a light cell here? I couldn't put this here. I'd have to bring it up, and I wouldn't be able to. So I guess this has to be a dark cell. That means this has to be a dark cell because no matter what, it would overload. So these all have to be dark cells. I guess that is what it is. Like, if this is a light cell, I would make... So I guess these all should be... Yeah, boring. Okay. One more lost grid, I guess, for today. Didn't I already do this one? No, I guess it just had a different arrangement, but I remember one with, like, 1's going down, 2's going across. Don't make this pattern or that pattern. So no dominoes, no diagonals. Every black cell has to be completely distinct apart from everyone else. What if I did both black cells in this area? Then this would be... that would be the problem. So that's not how it's going to be. There has to be at least one over here, which means if there's only one in here, this has to be a light cell. What if both of them were down here? Would that make it work? Don't think so. These couldn't be, so it would have to be like this. Yeah, we would have the same issue. So, let's see. There has to be one here. So these have to be white cells. These have to be white cells. Means those are white cells. Means those are white cells. Okay, I think we got it. I think if it's something like this. No? Anything would be diagonal there. This is the only way. Okay. Cool. I'm going to take a break from the lost grids. That's actually a lie. I'm going to do a 1 pip. This should not take too long. What? 23. We just do this until we die? We have to go this way. This has to come down. What's happening here? Is it just a spiral? Like, what? Why would you do this? 19, 23, 25, 26, and then we just fill in what? That's not very interesting. Okay, whatever. That's Lost Grids for you. Let me do a really quick look through of Verdant Glen, because there's not a lot of puzzles in here. Things that would be important to grab: leitmotifs if I can find them, sightseer, there's only one. If I could find a sentinel stone, if I could find a couple hidden pentads. Let's see, there is a memory grid I could find today. There's a few pattern grids. Wandering echoes, none of these, unfortunately. A couple morphic fractals. If I could just find a couple of each of those, it'd be nice. Because there's not that many. There's a lot of like hidden object puzzles I could do, but I'm not super worried about those. That's complete already. I'm not terribly worried about hidden object puzzles because there's so many of them. I'm pretty sure I could find a couple. Also, logic grids are very, very plentiful. Well, that's got to be a dark cell because we can't make 4 in a row white. All dark regions of area 4, which means that's got to be white. So we got to block these off. Those have to be blocked off. This can't be, so that's done. Let's see. Dark regions of area 4. That's a choke point. Let's see. This has to be light. Cool. Well, pattern grids are good to find. Those are less frequent than the other types, and it looks a little bit too easy. That's pattern grids for you. You either look at it and instantly know it, or you're just never going to get it. I mean, I will do logic grids all day. That is the most fun puzzle type. No squares. Of dark squares. We do have to connect all dark cells. We can't have dark squares. Cool. Good to know. Let's see. Do we have any dangerous square areas right now? Looks a little bit open-ended to me at the moment. What's the difference of doing that? Both can't be here. There's got to be a light cell in here somewhere. That's got to be a dark cell. That's the choke point. There you go. That's how we get started. Okay. That puzzle was entirely contingent on finding the choke point. Well, another logic grid? No, I've done that one. Yeah, I'm only expecting to do about 10 to 15 puzzles in Verdant Glen before I move on somewhere else. Because we've done so many... 2 puzzle radars right next to each other? Okay. Let's see what we can find with this. Let's see what we can find. Let's see what we... Okay, whatever. Alright. Rings... Rings are always nice. Actually, there's a cube there, too. Cubes are really easy for me to miss. Because they're not only invisible, but they tend to be very off the beaten path. Will I get this? Yes. That's certainly a ring I would probably never find without some help. Get this archway. Let's get another archway, shall we? Okay, cool. Hidden pentad. Let's grab it. Because there are some new ones here I should get. Oh, those rings are far away. Oh, interesting place for a ring. Alright, and this maze looks like it wasn't completed yet, so let's get in. 27 seconds, so I guess they don't think it's going to be all that difficult. New morphic fractals spawned in. Woo! My favorite type. Alright. Anyway, back to this hidden pentad. Alright, it's going to be behind here for sure, and behind here. It's got to be something on top of the building, right? Yep. How about... Oh, right there. Nice. Let's make our way back to the other puzzle radar, and I'll see what other ones I can find. And that'll basically be all I'm going to do in Verdant Glen today. So all light cells are connected, and all dark cells are connected, with no squares. So light cells do have to escape this way. No squares, so now, there you go. This is curious. Just right here. Completed already. Oh, it's a moving one. Oh, we just gotta wait until the game will give it to us. Alright, it was somewhere like just across here is where I'm going. Oh, a little more this way, I think. Oh, let's do Sentinel Stones. Those are another one I want to complete here. Somewhere right here is probably fine. Ooh, that's the trick. Go back up, back, and then we see that piece. That Morphic Fractal's already complete. 2220, huh? Well, if I made this go down, I think that takes the least amount of space. So we'll do that. And then we'll do... what would take the least amount of space here? To the right? No, I don't want it to go to the right. Let's go... down? No. Let's go... up? No, I think left is best. That can also go up. That's it. Alright, let's get this puzzle radar, see if I can't find a few more hidden objects I wouldn't otherwise find. Maybe there's some other puzzle types. Let's get this. Let's look in a different direction, maybe. Oh, there's some archways here. Hidden cube over this way. Morphic fractal up there. It's impressive how many there still are of everything. Don't make me beg. Oh, come on. A lot of cubes up this way. Oh. I think they're in the next world, though. These cubes, however, are not. Okay. Let's head back down and get those morphic fractals. I know they were there. I just want to get those out of the way. Okay, those can't connect. Those can't connect. Alright. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It was in this area somewhere as a morphic fractal, and then there's one down under the pyramid. I didn't really get a good look. I think it might be here. Yep. Alright, let's get... something. I need to have... no... I need to figure out where I can get this... okay. I'm still kind of, starting out on that puzzle. Alright, it's, there. There, I see it. It's one of these. Okay, let's get the holes to be in the right spot. And that's all we gotta do. So that's all of them for right now? How many are we talking about? Oh, there's a lot more I could solve today. But I don't know if I feel like doing that. That seems like it would be a bit of a pain. Okay, how about you? Where do you go to? Oh, interesting. Maybe it is up high and we look down at the box? I don't know. Hold on, there's a box there. Is it the same? It looks like it's the same. Looks like I can go from here to there. something else? Oh yeah, there's a wandering echo here. Well, that was it. Cool. Let's make our way over, I guess, Lucent Waters, since it's the closest place to where I am now. That's been done. Sure, I'll grab a few of these. This is annoying. Okay. Ooh, hold on. Where's the other box? Is it in the temple? I don't know. Oh great, another moving one. Alright. Said before and I'll say again, these are mistakes to make moving rings. So if the whole idea is you're trying to find the perfect perspective, then this turns into just a chase rather than an actual puzzle. It's like, okay, can you get to the spot fast enough? Should have gone back to the drawing board with this one. Ah! See. Ah, nope, there's no spot there now. Like, why would you do this? Why would you make it do this? There's no... They seem to be moving in such a way as to make that as hard as possible. I don't feel like I was smart for solving that. I feel like I finally got lucky. These are moving too, which is bad. Let's try. Alright, that's enough ring puzzles for now. I said I was going to leave and I haven't, so if we bring this over, we can solve these puzzles. There. Okay, now what? Let's just head in this direction. I see a flow orb we can take care of immediately, which is good. How many of those we got here? Now we're in Lucent Waters. Oh, look. Oh, I get an echo of time. We get some more spicy lore. It was Mudaris who taught me how to use the ancient energy. See how the threads collapse on themselves, turning inward and out? We call it a mirabilis. It can assume any form. He showed me how to read the timelines of universes and recreate the worlds within. I grew until my wisdom spanned the breadth of the known. Over time, I learned that all universes ended the same way, quickly burning into nothingness or drifting into a haze of crazy uniformity. Though I did not know it yet, I would also come to learn that all lights eventually fade away, even those whose flames I thought would burn forever. Alright, that's depressing, but okay. Alright. 9 flow orbs that are all like really close together. Looks like I want to basically go in and around like that. I'll take that score. So speaking of the florbs, There's actually quite a bit of them I could do today. If I could find a glide ring and a bunch of flow orbs, wandering echoes, any other types like sightseers would be nice to see. There's plenty of them, though. I'll definitely see them. Anything that's like got a small amount of puzzles that I want to be really looking for. Hey, memory grid. And a music grid. Both of those. Let's see. If I get a match 3, there's not very many. Not very many morphic fractals either. Alright, well that's a lot of different puzzle types. It's more than I am going to just remember. Hold on, is this just, yeah, regular sky drop? That's fine. Hey, sightseer right off the bat. That is back this way, it looks like, right? Oh, weird, I saw that one before. Oh, hearing it. Let's just see if there's any other cubes along this rim. No, it looks like those two were it. I should probably pay more attention to that. Those are vines, not leitmotifs. Hey! Managed to find one of the 2 morphic fractals I can do today. So I need it basically to be just not quite. Like, it needs to look like shit, is what it needs to look like. No, it does need to be this. Okay, fine. That is really funny. I don't think I've climbed up this building in a while. Let's do more of these. I think there's something from this side, maybe, leitmotif-wise? No, that's a leitmotif we've already done. Because I see something on the wall here, but maybe it's seen from the other side? There we go. Bunch of rings here, that's nice. Hey, level 94, very important milestone, I guess. Worlds Within. So I get a new face marking? That's cool. That's Brisk Steel. Which one do I have right now? Is it this one here, White Lotus? So I unlocked Worlds Within. Where is it? There? Oh, it's the most legendary one. The domestic violence special. We're gonna go right back to that. Okay, what, is there something here? No, I thought I saw a flash of something. So there's a bit of leitmotif splayed up there. Which one is it a part of? I don't even see the rest of the light. Oh, it's through this window. Clever. That's a clever way of doing it. I like that. A+. 10 out of 10. Alright, let's head back up. Anything I missed? Looks like I've cleared a lot of this area for today, although there is a pattern grid down there I should do, because there aren't very many of those. Looks like we're just going to have cells of 3, when I'm right. How about this building? Haven't done this building in a while either. Nope. Restart that. I want to see where the orbs are. No! Let me see where the orbs are. So we have... It is not that orb. It's just 1, 2, 3... How many? 4. 4. So I think we're going to fly over here. And then we're going to climb up. And I just nailed that first try. So now there's another set here. 7 flow orbs. It's not even that set. There's 3 in the same area. So there's 1 down there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is the optimal route? Let's try here. 2, 3. I'll take it. And last but not least, we've got this guy. Touch 7 flow orbs. Looks kind of like we're just wrapping through there. Is it even possible to go faster than that? I guess so. That's slower. I don't know why I go faster going this direction. Is it possible? Like, I don't think it's really possible to do any sort of floating. I guess it is. You just have to be really, really tight with your timing. Anyway, there's a wandering echo here. Nope. Where are we going? Oh, just heading outside. Cool. I got 3 of those flow orbs out of the way real quick there. Oh, hold on. Got myself a Mirabilis for those. Which is completely worthless at this point, because I've done everything you need them for. Unless another mod comes out that requires more Mirabilis to do anything with. So how about... Yeah, just there were 3 flow orbs in that one area. Okay, let's take care of this. Looks like we got a guy right in the statue there. I'm betting there's something in this rubble. I'm betting incorrectly. I would have lost all of my money. How about in this corner? You know what? Gamers don't look up. There we go. How about on top? Maybe this bubble goes up high. Oh, I've clicked 8,000 times right there. Thank you, game. I wonder if there's something outside the building. Oh, no, it's just all right there. How are we on time? We're doing good on time. You know what? Let's hit some Ascension Grids. Let me get to the place here. At least get a couple of them in today. Because I haven't done those in at least 5 minutes. I haven't done them since I loaded up the game. And every time you load up the game, you get a new set. And with the latest restored mod, or at least the last time I updated it, it only gives me new puzzles here. I don't want to do a 5-star puzzle because I'll be here too long. So let's do a 3-star puzzle. Alright, 84. No 2 dark areas have same shape and size. They all have reached area 5. Exactly 1 symbol per light area. So it's going to just be one big thing of 84. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12 by 12, I guess. So we need to make 40. So we need to make 8 separate pentominoes. So this would overload, so we can't have a piece here. That's a requirement. That's a requirement. That's a requirement. We could load here, or we could move up. That's a requirement. This has to come out. Alright, this is a requirement, because if we put one here, we'd overload it there, so we have to do a piece here. And there. So that's our F piece. That is set. The whites have to connect to something, so those have to come out. Okay. We could turn this into a W, or we could turn it into... Oh, right, because it blocked that out. So no, this is the W. So we have a W, we have an F. That has to come out at least that far. This could be the V shape. So I can't make, so I got to make sure I don't make any more F's or W's. This has to be the T shape. There's nothing I can do about it. Let's see. Any other obvious bits here? That's doable. If I didn't do this piece, it would force me to... Oh. Yeah, if I did this, it would force me... Ooh, I can't do that. This has to be the V piece. Okay. I guess that's settled. Interesting. So this one can't go up that far. Can't be a dump. So what would this one be? It can't go that far, so it does have to move. It could be the P shape. Well, this white has to connect to this white somehow. That would do it. So I think this is the only way. I have to make a P shape. Okay. That's got to be a light cell. That means that's a dark cell. This can't be, because a 2x2 automatically makes a P shape. So is this a C or the big L shape? Whatever this is, that can't be copied here. So if this is the C shape, we'd have that. Whereas if this is the L shape, or the Y shape, is there anywhere I can put a cross? I can put a cross here. It's the only place I can put it, so I might as well, because that frees up the others for different shapes. What can this be? It can't be the F shape, so I can't do this. It could be the S shape. Is there anywhere else the S shape could go here? This can't be. I could do this. I could make the... I forget what we call that shape in the lexicon of pentominoes. If I did this shape here, though, is there anywhere else that would want to use it? I could do... Okay, so that's that. Then I would just have to come up with a shape here I haven't used yet. So it couldn't be a C. Hold on, can I make the Y here, make the L there? And now, I need to put another 5 in somewhere. Oh shoot, what am I not using? I could put the L here? Oh no. I could do this one, and then here is the L. And now something goes down here. Oh, just the I shape. There. That's it. That's the way. I like that puzzle. Brilliant puzzle. Thank you. Timing-wise, one more 3-star. See what that does. Okay, well that's a gimme. Exactly one symbol per dark area and per light area. Feels like that's the only gimme, huh? Well, I can only move up one space here. I could go down that far. Or I could go out entirely. If this were dark, it wouldn't connect here. It connects somewhere else. These have to be different. These two have to be the same. These two have to be the same. How about here? If this is a light cell, we have this forced. This is a dark cell, we have that forced. That's forced. This is light. And that's dark. Light forces dark. Dark forces light. Doesn't help me. Dark forces light there. I don't know. Somewhere there's got to be a break-in, so I'm not just guessing. If I were to do this... force that. These would be forced if I went out this far. These would all be forced. Which is fine so far. This can't be black because then we'd have that. So this would end up being light. And then this would be forced. I'm just rolling with it. Ah, there's the first thing that doesn't work. So I can't bring that out all the way. So this has to move up or down at least one space. If I put a white space here, we'd be forced to make it like this. Which may or may not be a good idea. That would have to be white. So once again, that would have to be white. This would be black, and therefore that would be complete. This would be white. This is really similar to the last thing, but now we have a potential here. Okay, so far so good. This can't be, this has to be black. This could be black, right? I could do that. But I also could do white. So this doesn't help me yet. I'm still in guessing land. Although this can't be white, right? No, this could still be white. No, it couldn't. So this would have to be a black cell. This would have to be white, so there's that. This couldn't be white. Yeah, that couldn't be white. That has to be black. We'd have to go... We'd have to do this. We'd have to block. So far this is working out, which I'm not super fan of. Yeah, because this doesn't work. Oh. Yeah, that doesn't work. So, I mean, this is just taking all the way back to this. I feel like I'm making a guess and then going from there. I feel like there's not anything I'm looking at here that I'm able to determine what color it should be. So, feels like this has to be a dark cell then. Makes that light. Makes this light. Hold on. No. If I make this a dark cell, both of these has to be light. Well, then how do I make 5 here? This does have to be a light cell. Which means I have to go at least this far out. Hold on a second. What did I do wrong? If this is light, maybe I miscalculated something here. This can't go all the way down, because then we would be forced to do this. So, we have to go at least one more out, make the 3 a dark cell. If this is light, we're in trouble, so we know it's dark now, and we're forced to make this choice, we're forced to make this choice. That's done. Yeah, we're still... Yeah, this was correct. What did I do wrong? That's got to connect somewhere. That's got to connect somewhere. So we're back where we were before. And then up here, that's gotta be dark. That's gotta move up. Right? Yeah. Yeah, this doesn't work. Is there a way to make this white? There might be a way to do this. No, because then this doesn't see anything. I know this can't be. We have to have this. This doesn't work. So we have to go at least that far. That's go at least there. Now this can't go any further to the right, so it has to move up there. Yeah, we're just, this is, if I do this way, no, this is possible. This is possible. That's gotta go somewhere. That's gotta be 4. Okay, that's it. I must have just missed something in there that was obvious. That just did not seem obvious to me. Okay. Connect all light cells, dark regions of area 2. That's an obvious connection. Hold on, if I put the white cell here, there's a dark cell there. If I put a dark cell here, there's also a dark cell there. I think these are all dark cells. There's just no way around it. Because if this is dark, then that's dark. But if this is light, then that's dark. Yeah, so if I do this, now the 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 has to go that far. The 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 already has to move up 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That could go all the way up. This... risky. Try to put the 2 here. Seems fine. Doesn't seem like it breaks anything. If I were to do it this way, though, we would overload. So, for sure that's a dark cell. Let's see. If I move it here, I would have to do this. And this. So far, so good. Connect all light cells. Oops. Yeah. Okay, that's the way. One more. Don't make black squares exactly one symbol per light area, so that's got to happen. Let's see. That means this. There's no way to get around that. We don't have to connect all black squares, though, so this could be light cell for all I care. That's got to be light cell. That can't connect, which means that doesn't connect, which means that doesn't connect. Neither does that. So one of these two's got to be a light cell, so this one has to be. Which means that is. This can't be done. Somewhere in here has got to be a light cell to prevent a square, so it's going to be there. This will prevent squares. That'll help. In fact, the more I do with this, the better. Trouble is, how do I prevent a square down here? I would have to do it this way. But then I would be blocking here. That's how you do it. That's a neat one. Made me make a terrible choice. It didn't make me, but it tricks me into a terrible choice that I had to undo. Cool. And for reasons of timing, I just don't like to do episodes longer than an hour, or much longer than an hour. I just need to take breaks now and then. For reasons due to timing, I will be stopping here. And I will be continuing another time. Haha. And I will see people then. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you're having a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.